Hello
Low
there.
battery. Please
Welcome
charge.
to a tight farming in the Philippines. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ding-a-ling ding dong the bell. It's Sunday morning, 4 o'clock. We've got three men on site. They were in about 4 to 3, I think. I got up at maybe 3:15. Um, the fire's lit, the light's on, and they're starting to process the pig now, as you can hear. So I won't film that. Uh, this pig is just about 100% sold. So I don't know how we'll go on for pork. Uh, we won't have much left at the end of the
Low
day, I think,
battery. Please
including some
charge.
of the pork already in the freezer. It's a good position to be in one way. Jean wants to keep the pork sales going if she can, which I can understand. Um, in such a short time, there seems to be more demand there than what we've got. But we are just starting off with piggeries. That piggery can meet the demand if we can run it properly. Of that, there's no doubt in my mind. We can have a lot of pigs going through that piggery once it gets set up properly. I had a couple of comments Jean read out to me yesterday. Now I'm way behind with comments, but I will get all the comments answered.
Low
I'll
battery.
start tomorrow
Please
sometime, I
charge.
think, and work my way through them over a couple of days. I think Lee Hill uh, was saying, I think it was Lee, concentrate on getting your production right and not chase short-term sales. And that's perfectly true. I don't know if I've got all his comment. I can remember. But yeah, that's perfectly true. That's one side of the argument. And then another commentator was saying, I can't remember who it was, Jean did say, um, it's difficult decisions to make because you want to keep the sales going, and on the other hand, you want to get production up and running properly.
Low
So yeah,
battery.
that's the
Please
problem.
charge.
The problems we're facing. Um, Definitely, in my mind, getting to the production going uh, is a priority of them two things. Um, we've made the right decision yesterday to butcher this pig because we were keeping this pig. It was a little bit shorter, smaller than the other three because we liked the look of it. It was a bit of a pet, I think, is in Jean's mind. But the other three white pigs are the best pigs. The only thing about keeping all three is I've never farried pigs before, and possibly two is enough for starters
Low battery.
to get into the
Please
swing of it.
charge.
On the other hand, just leave the pigs alone and they'll do it themselves. Um, but as you raise your skills in that area, you can save piglets which would, left to their own devices, die,
Power off.
which is important. So we're finishing off now, washing the guts. They're sold, virtually finished. Boiling up the lights, the lungs, which I'll feed to the dogs and the chickens, and the boiling up the fat, which they'll have for breakfast. Render it down after breakfast. We're getting quicker at this butchering, like it didn't take them long at all this morning. The meat was outside at 6 o'clock. Chickens are outside. We might sell one of them if we're lucky. And the pig's virtually gone. The woman came for the half a pig. Comments yesterday. Jean read me a couple of comments out. Now, I know I'm way behind on comments because I've been missing a week. I'll get on to them tomorrow and start answering. I will answer all the comments. Lee Hill was saying it makes more sense to keep the big pigs and grow them into gilts and then on to sows and concentrate on production, which is sounded right, is right, 100%. And another one she read out to me, I can't remember the name of it, was saying it's a difficult decision to keep up the meat sales against the keeping the pigs for breeding. And yeah, it's a balance. Whatever a decision I make is the right decision because I made it. And that's true in everything in life. The decisions you make, if it turns out to be the wrong decisions, it was still the right decision at the time because that's the decision you made. Now, I think we made the right decision with this pig yesterday because it was the smallest of the 4 and it was being kept up to an extent because Jean liked the look of it. If you were picking the pig just on merit, it wouldn't have been in the cut anyway. So I do understand she wants to keep the pig sales going, and we'll weigh the smaller pigs and see if we can do that. I would have the option of killing one more big pig because we never farrowed before, and probably 2 is to start with would be sensible. But on the other hand, if you just leave the pigs alone to their own devices, they'll raise piglets, and the 3 good pigs. So I don't think I'll be killing another one next week unless it's one of the smaller ones. If that's economically viable to do that, I'll weigh up this coming week. We have got some good meat sales going in a very short time. It's too early to say whether we're building up a trade because the meat is very lean and a good quality, which I think it is. But it's looking like that might be true. So if that's the case, we've done it once this time round. And if we don't have pork for 3 or 4 weeks, we can do it again. Simple as that. So yeah, we'll see how we go this next couple of weeks. But it's a very good position to be in, where the demand through the Sari shop is so big that it all bodes well for the future, raising pigs in the future, because make no mistake, that shed is big enough to produce a lot of pig meat if we get it running properly and working properly and keep on refining and improving. It could turn over a lot of pigs. The meat is all gone. What they're chopping up now, this piece, is a piece out the freezer left from last week. So the entire pig's gone. There's one trotter left, a bag of chopped up meat, a bit of fat.
This is Roger. This is what's left.
Oh, that's Roger's.
Yeah.
So what's that? Bag of bones or meat?
No, it's a trotters, same as this one.
Oh, trotters. That's gone as well.
Yeah.
So it's all gone.
Yeah.
What we've got here is a full rump from last week. Yeah. So we'll have to decide now whether to kill a small one next week or not bother. This is quite a bit of vegetables sold. The vegetable fella came on his motorbike this morning.
Yeah, very early.
Yeah.
I told him much better if you arrive early.
Yeah.
So 5:30 he arrived.
The meat sells the vegetables and other bits and pieces in the shop as well.
Yeah.
It's 5:20. So we'll make a closing video. It's raining a little bit, not too heavy. And we've got the washing lines to contend with. There we go. So I'll go and check the chickens first. They've got water, they've got feed, so I can forget about them. I've got my arms full, umbrella and a little bucket. Whoops, forgot the washing line. Right. So no work on the house today, just butchering and cleaning the piggery. We've given the piggery a good clean, relimed it. With some pigs to move tomorrow. And we'll clean and relime them pens and move them all this side of the piggery so we can get the drain, the channel at the far side, dried out over a week or however long it takes. And we can look at sealing that up with some new cement. Get rid of all the gummins and carry in. We've got water down here. I'll be feeding them. We've got grains in the feeders, but I'm giving them dry pig grower now. Looks like they've got a couple of more eggs. I'll just put this down a minute. Save getting pecked by this bird. That one's just roasting in the box. It's not sitting on eggs. We've got water. I'll give them a bit more feed. With some really nice looking birds in here now. Rhode Island Reds, we've got quite a lot of really nice looking cockerels amongst them. That one, for example. They're too good to be cutting up for meat. So I'm going to put, when these two out the front are sold, if we put them back in here, they'll be fighting. I'll try putting a Rhode Island red cockerel in there. I don't know what they go for. It'll be more than a meat bird anyway. With two really nice looking Plymouth Rocks, which I'll be keeping. And then across the other pen with some, quite good looking black Astrolots. I think with 3 Plymouth Rock cockerels, 2 really good ones, which I'll keep, and 1 a little smaller, so I'll try selling that one as a cockerel as well. So I'll come back and feed the chickens. I'll leave the egg there. It's raining quite heavy now. We've given these 2 pens a good clean and lined them. And this one. Disinfected them as well. And this one. So the plan is tomorrow we'll move these pigs into this pen, give this a good wash out, disinfect it and lime it again, and then we'll move these end pigs then into this pen and give this pen a good wash out and lime it, disinfect it, and then these 3 big pigs, I'll go in this pen. There's no food in the troughs, that's why they're making a commotion. And then we'll give this pen a good clean out. Same again, disinfect it and lime it. And then we'll let this half the shed stand empty so we can drain, we can completely dry out that channel, and we'll re-cement that channel. That's the way Wayne thinks is the way to go. I did check the cesspit this morning. There's 3 big tanks on that cesspit. The first tank, the piggery waste goes into the first tank, and that's half full, and then the other 2 tanks are completely empty. So there's plenty of capacity in that cesspit. Now the shower round the back of that storage shed comes out there, and it goes to ground, which is normal practice here for wastewater from sinks and that. The bigger pipe on top is from the toilet, and that goes into the cesspit. But it's the foul water from the shower is basically sewage when it's lying on the ground for a good while, and I want to get rid of that. It's all about fine tuning and improving. all the time, and it'd be a better chicken run if that's not there, for sure. So we'll put that into a septic tank. And at the end of the piggery here, we've got a leak through the wall onto the ground into the chicken run where the black astrolopes are. And that's going down the cracks in the concrete. So I was thinking silicone it and maybe putting some bits of paint on it, but Wynne reckons no. Cement it. We've got Sahara to add to the cement, and they'll just seal all the cracks up with cement, and hopefully that'll work. But we need this channel clean to do that. Then when we get that side done, we'll do this side and down the back side of the piggery. So yeah, I'll leave this video there. We're back at work tomorrow, soil will be in. We'll be concreting again. I need to get some cement up and 6 lengths of 2-inch downspout to finish that. Connect that shower to the cesspit. I'll be going down the now tomorrow morning to pay. We need to go to the now to get some rice and grits. So I'll pay the money in through the pawn shop to the firm making the tin sheets. Then they'll start on the order, and hopefully we'll get that material on site this coming week sometime. So I'll leave this video there, and we'll do it all again tomorrow.